હાય ફ્રેન્ડ્સ, વેલકમ ટુ એક્યુરેટ લર્નિંગ. સાચું શીખીએ, સાચી રીતે શીખીએ. આજનો આપણો ટોપિક છે સ્ટાન્ડર્ડ 5 ઇંગ્લિશ સેમ 1 લિસન ટુ ધ સ્ટોરી પાર્ટની ઓડિયો બુક. લેટ્સ બિગિન. વિદ્યાર્થી મિત્રો, તમારી ચોપડીનું પેજ નંબર 2 ખોલો. હવે તમારે ચોપડીમાં ધ્યાન રાખવાનું છે અને કયા શબ્દનું ઉચ્ચારણ કેવી રીતે થાય છે એ ધ્યાનપૂર્વક સાંભળવાનું છે. Khushi and Khanak were good friends. They had so much fun together. They helped each other. When they returned from school, they raced each other. They played many outdoor games like kho-kho, kabaddi, hopscotch, etc. One day, Khushi came into the classroom slowly. Khushi was always cheerful, but that day she looked sad. Khanak asked, "Did someone scold you?" Khushi shook her head. She sat down and did not look up. When Saraswati Ben, her teacher, called her name, she did not even answer. She called again, louder this time. Khushi. Khushi raised her hand. She asked, "Do you have any problem?" Khushi shook her head again. Her cheeks were red. She looked upset. The teacher asked her, "Are you feeling okay?" Khushi nodded, still not daring to look up. Her friends also asked, "Why are you crying, Khushi? Is your little brother okay? Are your family members all right? Is your puppy okay?" Khushi kept nodding her head to each of her friends, but she did not look up. Khanak wanted to make her smile. She had an idea. She took out something from her bag. When she ran to show it to Khushi, it slipped out of her hands. Khushi saw something flying towards her and she grabbed it. It was a big green rubber frog. Khushi was surprised. Her eyes were wide open. She began to laugh out loudly. Only after that, Khanak and her friends saw why she had not smiled or talked all day. 4 of her front teeth were missing. ચલો હવે નેક્સ્ટ સ્ટોરી છે પેજ નંબર 13 પર. પેજ નંબર 13 ખોલો. Listen to the story. A trip with trio. There were 3 cousins named Hetal, Mihir and Mayank. The trio loved adventures. One day, their school organized a trip to a nearby forest. They registered for it. They packed their backpacks with snacks, water bottles, etc. for the trip. All were playing and singing songs during the trip in the bus. Within 2 hours, they reached. It was a wonderful place for the trip. The school had arranged various activities, including a bonfire in the evening. Page number 14. Whole day, all the students and teachers explored the forest and saw different animals and creatures. They enjoyed the beauty of nature and bonfire. Some students demonstrated how to use the first aid kit during the trip. They enjoyed singing and dancing too. All were tired and went to their tents to sleep. Hetal and Mayank did not sleep till late night. Suddenly, there was a strange sound. Mihir and Mayank said, "It's an animal." Hetal said, "It's not an animal. Let's go and check." They went there. They saw a small creature. It was green. Its body was glowing with light. "Oh, it's an alien," Mihir cried. They were surprised and curious. They went near the alien. The alien wasn't a threat for them, but he needed their help. One of his legs was bleeding. Without wasting time, Hetal brought the first aid kit from their tent. All the students and teachers came there. Hetal, Mihir, and Mayank cleaned his leg carefully with cotton and applied a bandage. They took care of him. The alien was fine by late night. Now he was able to return to his planet. He gifted a magic box to the trio for their help and kindness. It was a 3D magic box. They thanked the alien with a gentle smile. He returned to his own planet. ચાલો હવે નેક્સ્ટ સ્ટોરી પેજ નંબર 24 પર છે. પેજ નંબર 24. લિસન ટુ ધ સ્ટોરી. A magic garden. There was a school named Saraswati Vidyalaya. There was a big playground in the school. In the playground, there was a magic garden. It was very pretty. Sunflowers and roses stood high against the wall. There were also marigolds, poppies, and pansies. The sunshine fell on this garden more than any other garden, and the flowers danced and sang happily. They said to one another, "We have hundreds of little gardeners." They were the children from the school. Page number 25. One sunny morning, the flowers were talking to the birds. A poppy said, "I love all the children, but I love the dear little ones most of all. I like them to bring their watering cans and water my thirsty roots." The marigold said, "Yes, the children are good to us too. They dig the ground so well." A tiny bird said, "We love the little children. they are kind and they bring bread for us. All the flowers said, we must work hard to make our dresses very pretty because the children will be here soon. The sun said, I also will help you because nothing pleases me better than to see the children running about in the gold sunshine. Suddenly, the children came out laughing and singing. The flowers stopped talking to listen to them. One child said, oh, look at the tall sunflower. After that, the sunflower lifted its head very proudly. Page number 26. Another child said, I love the marigold in its golden dress. The marigold smiled happily. It was indeed a magic garden because it had fairies too. They danced and sang sweet songs, which only the children could hear. After some time, the fairies came out dancing and talked with the children. Their dresses were made of flowers and their wings of sunshines. The magic garden was quiet that night. The flowers and birds were asleep and dreaming of the next day when the children would come again. Next story, page number 36, page number 36. Listen to the story The Boy and the Butterfly. Hamid loved caterpillars. One day he found one. He took the caterpillar home. He took care of it. He gave it plenty of food and water. One day the caterpillar started creating a cocoon. How exciting! Hamid couldn't wait to see the butterfly. Page number 37. And then it happened. A small hole appeared in the cocoon. The butterfly started struggling to come out. Hamid was so excited. The butterfly was trying hard to get out. It looked like the butterfly was not going to be free. Hamid felt pity for the butterfly. He decided to help. Appa tried to stop him, but he quickly got a pair of scissors. He cut the cocoons to make the hole bigger. The butterfly quickly broke out of the cocoons. But alas, the butterfly had a puffy body and small wings. Hamid sat and watched the butterfly carefully. He waited eagerly. He thought, at any moment the butterfly will fly out. But it never happened. The butterfly lived all its life with the same body. It was never able to fly. This was a lesson for Hamid. Appa said to Hamid, the butterfly must work hard to get out of the cocoon. When it pushes hard, the liquid inside its body comes out. Then it can fly around. Without hard work, the butterfly can never fly. Hamid thought he was helping the butterfly, but sadly he hurt it. Page number 48. Page number 48. Listen to the story. My brother, there was a small hill. A path was passing through the hill. It went through the trees of pine and fir. Because of that, it looked lovely. People often walked on it to a holy place. One day, the sun shone high in the sky. Many people were climbing up the hill slowly and carefully, so they reached there safely. A girl also climbed up the hill with them. Her name was Mina. Mina was 12 years old. She was not alone. She carried a boy on her back because he was not able to climb. He was 4 years old. His hair was curly, eyes were black, and his face was shining in the bright sun. Mina climbed up the hill slowly and steadily with her brother. Both Mina and her brother were happy. A man in the group looked at Mina. He felt sorry for her. He said to her, "My child, why are you carrying a boy on your back? Don't you feel his load?" Mina looked at him in wonder. She could not understand him, then said, "He is not Lord, he is my brother." Page number 109. Supplementary reading. Famous Indian scientists. Dr. Homi Bhabha, Vikram Sarabhai, Sir C.V. Raman. All of us ask the question why many times a day. Sometimes no one can give answers. Does that mean we stop asking questions? No, absolutely not. Asking questions is the best way to learn new things about the world. Scientists are such people. They ask a lot of questions. They find or make new things that make life better for everyone. Let us read about such people from India. Some famous scientists from India are Aryabhatta, C.V. Raman, APJ Abdul Kalam, C.R. Rao, Vikram Sarabhai, Homi Bhabha, and many more. Aryabhatta studied mathematics and universe. He invented the digit 0. Therefore, it has become India's gift to the world. Vikram Sarabhai was born in Ahmedabad on 12th August 1919. He started the Indian Space Research Organization ISRO. He helped in setting up the first rocket launching station in India. Scientists at ISRO are famous around the world for their research in the universe. The Chandrayaan 3 and Aditya L1 missions are incredible achievements. We will learn a lot about the moon and the sun from them. Dr. Homi Jahangir Bhabha is called the father of India's nuclear science program. Nuclear science is the study of the smallest parts of the world. These tiny parts are called atoms. He started the Tata Institute of Fundamental Research. We understand the world around us better because of his studies. He has made India proud in the world. Sir C.V. Raman was an Indian physicist. He was awarded the Nobel Prize for Physics in 1930. He brought great honor to our country through this achievement. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam is known as the Missile Man of India. He played a very important role in research on missiles and nuclear weapons. He served as the President of India from 2002 to 2007. Page number 111. Birbal the Wise. One day, a rich merchant came to Birbal. He said to Birbal, I have 7 servants in my house. One of them has stolen my bag of precious pearls. Please find out the thief. So Birbal went to the rich man's house. He called all the 7 servants in a room. He gave a stick to each of them. Then he said, These are magic sticks. Just now, all these sticks are equal in length. Keep them with you and return tomorrow. If you are the thief, your stick will grow an inch longer by tomorrow. The servant who had stolen the bag of pearls was scared. He thought, if I cut a piece of 1 inch from my stick, I won't be caught. So he cut the stick and made it shorter by an inch. The next day, Birbal collected the sticks from the servants. He found that one servant's stick was short by an inch. Birbal pointed his finger at him and said, Here is the thief. The servant confessed his crime. He returned the bag of pearls. He was sent to the jail. That's it.
જો તમે હજુ સુધી એક્યુરેટ લર્નિંગ ચેનલને સબસ્ક્રાઇબ નથી કરી તો ચેનલને સબસ્ક્રાઇબ કરી દો, બેલ આઇકનને હિટ કરી નોટિફિકેશનના ઓલ ઓપ્શન પર ક્લિક કરી દો જેથી નવા વિડીયોના અપડેટ્સ રેગ્યુલરલી મળતા રહે. થેન્ક્સ ફોર વોચિંગ. સી યુ સૂન.